Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and we welcome you to Dartmouth Memorial Stadium today. It is girls field hockey. Again, it is the Fairhaven Blue Devils coming into town to face off against your Dartmouth High School Indians. Ben Smith on the call for you guys today, and this is the start of our spring sports season right now. We should have so far the Indians coming in at an 0-1 record after their loss to Apponequet the other day, 11-8. It was a really tough matchup. Dartmouth had a first quarter lead and then allowed 7 goals to Apponequet. Apponequet went on a run, and Dartmouth added some late goals in the fourth quarter, but to no avail. The Indians suffered their first loss of the season. With Fairhaven, they're 0-0, so this is their first game of the season today, and it's a muggy one. Fog is in the air, and they're coming back. Same team last year, a lot of returners, only 4 seniors this year, so Dartmouth 4 seniors as well. But they have a new addition. You might know her name. If you were listening along basketball season, Kat Cheesebro is returning back to Lacrosse for the first time since her freshman year. So she played great the other day. She had 2 goals against Apponequet. The opening whistle sounds, and we are underway as there's a scuffle to find the ball. And look who gets it is Kat Cheesebro along the near field. We'll pass it over to Layla Costa, the junior. Emmy White. Kat loses it for just a moment, but it's scooped up by Ava Powers. Powers looks for an opening. Powers on the attack. Goes right in front to Layla Costa. Costa spins away. And we got a turnover right away. As I'll read down the starting lineups for you guys for both the Fairhaven Blue Devils and your Dartmouth Indians. Number 2, junior Bella Menard for Fairhaven High School. Captain, senior number 3, Carly Francis, big name around the area. Junior number 5, Gabby Almeida. Senior number 8, Savannah Morris. Sophomore number 10, Anna Florent. Junior number 18, Lauren Souza. Sophomore number 19, Maddie Lewis. Junior number 11, Kira Joseph. Junior number 23, Meg Powers. Junior number 24, Carly Bichonnet. And number 27, sophomore Briar Rose Adspin. That's your starting lineups. In goal, it is number 26, Natalie Carico. Coached by Scott Francis in his 19th season at the helm over at Fairhaven High School. And there you go, Kat Cheesebro taking it down the field here as we reintroduce the starting lineups for your Dartmouth High School Indians. Midfielder number 1, junior Lily Ganji. Junior number 2, Arden Dennehy. Junior number 3, Avery Smith. Junior number 4, Emerson White. Senior number 5, captain Ava Powers. Junior number 6, Layla Costa. Senior number 8, captain Kyla Martin. Senior number 10, Catherine Cheesebro. Sophomore number 11, Megan De Silva. Sophomore number 12, Daly Calabrese. And on defense, number 13, Sydney Hart. And in goal, it is Letty Nelson, the sophomore. And they're coached by Nicole Seamus, her 4th year at the helm at Dartmouth High School, former lacrosse player coming back home. Letty Nelson, too, was along with some of the same players that are on this team right now on Fairhaven, who were on the run for the playoffs for Bishop Sting's girls hockey team. There's 2 members of our varsity team at Dartmouth High School. Issa Rio, you'll hear in a couple moments, as she'll hit the field as a bench player coming up soon. I saw her in her first game. She scored a goal, I think. Got a whistle right in front, and we're going to get a penalty shot. Looks like sticks. They'll call it there. And it's Kyla Martin who will do the honors of doing the penalty shot. It's her and Carrico here. Martin shoots, and it's a save right in front by Carrico. She sends a wing and a prayer down the field, and it's scooped up by Maddie Lewis. Maddie Lewis back over to Bria Rose Aspen. And a penalty shot incoming for. They'll set up shop right at the 10-yard line. You can't even see it. The fog is really dense over here. It's like the foggiest game I've ever announced in a very long time. Ooh. Dennehy took a shot there with the stick. Right in front, Carly Francis. Francis moves around. She's going to move around the area, but as she is forced out, that's a player to watch around the area. One of the best players, one of the best attackers in the area. Only a midfielder, but still. She can become dangerous. Her and Sydney Pluff at Bishop Sting. She's not, Sydney Pluff is not playing lacrosse in college, but she's done lacrosse for majority of her life. Has played with numerous players of this team, on this team pretty much. Even Fairhaven played, they both play lacrosse. Carly and Sydney Pluff play lacrosse with each other. So they have a great bond. And of course, they both face Bishop Sting on the schedule. It is a scheduled game for both of them every year. They face each other twice a year. Ava Powers hit from behind as it is scooped up by Kat Cheesebro. And she'll be double teamed along with Carly Francis down the near field. She spins away. She scoops it over to Meg Da Silva. Ganji loses the ball, but it stays in Indians' possession. Cheesebro out to Hart, right in front. Here's Smith. She scores. Avery Smith putting the Indians up 1-0 in this fog-filled evening. Great dump over from Emily Matos. Great pass, great feed underneath, and able to get that score. The Indians strike first with 4:46 left in the first quarter. Smith on the face-off along with number 14, Anna Florent. And it's Carly Francis down the field. Francis will call up Maddie Lewis. She's also dangerous too. Right in front, Carly Francis, here she goes. Sidearm shot. Off the mark on the shot there as it goes out of bounds, but it will stay in Fairhaven's possession. It's going to be a penalty shot, I guess. It's going to be Carly Francis. They're going to get her with a stick. It's a penalty shot here for Francis. Her against Letty Nelson. Carly, her shot's off the mark again. And it stays in possession of Fairhaven. Daly Calabrese knocks the ball loose, but it's scooped up by Fairhaven as Meg Powers Carly Francis and Kat Cheesebro. From beyond the arc. They'll move around. They try to find an opening there, taking as much time as needed. And it's off the stick of Avery Smith. Meg Powers was attempting a shot there, but Avery Smith knocks it loose. And the fog is hitting Dartmouth Memorial Stadium. You can't even see. You know, this reminds me of Thanksgiving when we had Dartmouth and Fairhaven over on Thanksgiving. It was downpouring. It was cold. Geesh, it was terrible that day. It was raining. It was when I left there. Despite the wind, I was miserable. I was freezing. I think half of us most of our crew was freezing if they were outdoors, and if they were indoors, you know. It was raining. It was a muggy day. This is nothing compared to Thanksgiving. It's just drizzling and fog is in the air. You can't even tell on the TV can't even tell the ball because the ball is camouflaged in. And it's Bryros Aspen. Her shot. Ooh, wide off the mark. Sydney Hart taking it in for the Indians. Sydney Hart's the brother of quarterback Jackson Hart. Athletic family tree. And she'll be a big name in the next couple of years for the Indians in volleyball and lacrosse. As we wind down, under a minute to go in the first quarter of play. I'm going to call time, officials time right here. As it's Bria Rose Aspen. Scooped up by Carly Francis along the far side, the near side actually. And on the attack, it's Savannah Morris. Ganji trying to catch up to it. Scoops it up. Lily Ganji down the field as she is tripped from behind. And final couple seconds will tick off. All Ganji can do is just sit around, but she'll pass it over to Dennehy as clock expires here at the end of period number 1. From the stadium. A great first quarter from the sophomore goalie, Letty Nelson. Her second game between the pipes for the Indians. And they have a lead after 1-0. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, after these messages. All right, guys, welcome back to action here on Dartmouth Community Media. It is Fairhaven against Dartmouth. Ben Smith on the call for you all here at the Dartmouth Memorial Stadium. First lacrosse spring game of 2025. And so far, the Indians are up 1-0 over their rival, Fairhaven. And one of the things, Avery Smith scored the only goal of the game so far at the 4:46 mark in the first quarter, putting the Indians up 1-0. Then that was the only goal of this first quarter as they're coming back onto the field. And looks like it will be Ava Powers on the Avery Smith actually on the face-off, along with Maddie Lewis. Actually, Anna Florent, and it's scooped up by Fairhaven. And one of the things that is a change is that the benches are located on the east side of the stadium. And it's a new rule by the MIAA as it's on the opposite side of the field. In soccer, we saw it in the near side of the field, but they're pushing it back. I like it too, because you can see both teams' benches and like the antics from the coaches, and like just see most of the players and most of the action of them celebrating. You know, in soccer you could see the players lined up along the sidelines, but like still at the same time you couldn't even see the ball when the players were in the middle of it. Like that's why I do like it better on that side, if you're asking me. Not only that, you don't have to hear the coaches scream as much on this side of the field. Ooh, Francis' shot is good. Carly Francis ties it up with 1-1 score. Her against Dennehy, and Dennehy is trying to lock her down as much as she can, but you know, when you're a girl like Carly Francis just moving around, a very dangerous player along the South Coast. There's not a lot of players that could do this in the area, man. I've seen a lot of good players, but like who've played girls lacrosse, but like Carly Francis is such a different player that you would expect along the South Coast. I mean, I've seen Sorrel Lawton, Ava Crane, and all those other players. They're great players too, and and Carly Francis. I'm gonna say this: she's on the same level as Sorrel Lawton and Ava Crane. Although Sorrel was more of an attack player, Ava was more of a midi. And as the possession goes in and out of Fairhaven's stick there. It's right in front. Avery Smith on the shot there. No go for that one. Emily Matos will take it from behind the net. Kat Cheeseborough right in front, and she scores there. Her third goal of the season. Yeah, moving around the zone. Cat Cheesebro moved around. She's double teamed right in front. Had to take that feed, and great shot from her. And putting them right in front at a 2-1 game. It's been a minute 10 since the last goal has been scored, so it didn't take that long for a goal to be scored for either side. I mean, you cannot see anything with this fog today. I mean, if it was baseball, I don't think we would actually get a single shot of the other side of the field. Like, if you're in the outfield, you're going to try to get an infield shot. That's going to be tough. And on the attack, here's Anna Florent. Takes it down the field over to Maddie Lewis. Ad spin. Moving around, it's Morris. And this is going to be Sticks, I think. So Carly Francis will get another opportunity at goal. At a penalty shot. She missed her first time at the penalty shot mark. Hopefully she cashes in this time around. Her and Letty Nelson once again. Her shot. It's saved right in front. Letty Nelson. It's scooped up. But it's Fairhaven who picks it up as it was a ping pong pinball machine. The ball was moving around the field, in the infield for a bit. They're going to call Avery Smith for a check there. I didn't see a lot of contact. I don't know. Ooh. And they're going to do another retry of the shot. You cannot see anything from this. Now the fog's going down hard. His shot is good. Briar Rose Aspen. A tie game now. 2 apiece. All right, Cat Cheesebro's coming down the field here. She finds Avery Smith. Now Issa Rio right in front. Over to Kyla Martin. Dangerous pass from Issa Rio. Issa, another player who is on the state final team for Bishop Stang this year for girls hockey. There was 3 from Dartmouth this year. There was a lot last year, but Issa Rio scored the first goal of the game at TD Garden in the championship game. Although they came up short, that was a heck of a team. Out of all the high school, out of all my 4 years at Dartmouth High School, there's no team I would be proud in. Like, I was wicked cool that a team local to us would be going to the state championship. Even being in the town, seeing our team go to the state championship is crazy. Even as a 15 seed, that's like Loyola Chicago's run back in 2018 in the March Madness tournament, the Cinderella striking midnight. They just outdid the odds throughout the tournament, and they knocked down the number 2 seed Methuen. They had Bishop Fian along the way, but they just wanted to let a naysayer know about their run. Even Dartmouth's JV player, Vivian Mello, was the goalie for Bishop Stang. She's only a freshman. And I know Fairhaven, too, had some players from the roster over there at Bishop Stang for girls hockey. The shot off the mark there for Avery Smith. 3 minutes left remaining. Fairhaven on the attack. Dishes it out of Francis. Carly Francis moving around. Ooh, loose ball. It's scooped up there from Avery Smith along the near field as she's being attacked from behind. But Fairhaven will have possession. Ooh, little Ganji. Knocking it out the stick. And now Fairhaven's on the attack. Bella Menard trying to go on the attack. Layla Costa. Here she goes. Ooh. Right in front. It's gonna be a turnover here. A lot of physicality between both of these teams. It's a rivalry game, but still a little. Don't want to be a little bit chippy here to start. You want to keep control of your of the emotions, especially the shot from Ganchi off the mark. A little bit too late off the stick from Lily Ganji. Right in front, Issa Rio. Issa moves around. Right in front, Avery Smith. Her shot off the mark, and it will stay in Dartmouth's favor. Dartmouth has possession now, and it's Lily Ganji. And we got a turnover here. As clock will wind down in the first half of play. A tie game after 2 periods. As 2 goals were scored from Fairhaven this period. And Dartmouth only having 1 goal by Kat Cheeseborough in the 10:46 mark. 9:36 mark of the second period. The Indians currently are at the half with the score of a tie game 2-2. We'll be right back in about 5 minutes time.
Hello, I'm Magnolia McComish, the town's communications coordinator and the host of What's Cooking. Ever wondered what town employees cook up when they're off the clock?
Or you could add linguiça or chorizo, anything really that you have on hand.
Join us for What's Cooking in Town. Each episode features town employees whipping up delicious dishes while we dive into exciting town projects and initiatives.
One of the next things that we're looking to get online and try to give people an option to not have to go out of their way so much is dump stickers with the DPW.
We will stir up conversations on how these developments benefit our town. Tune in, cook along, and discover how we are building a better community one meal at a time.
You can also add it right before you're ready to serve it. It's going to be a little while before we can eat this. This is really hot.
Sundays at 10 a.m. or on Dartmouth Community Media's YouTube channel.
All right, everybody, welcome back to our action today for girls lacrosse between the Dartmouth High School Indians and your Dartmouth High School Indians and the Fairhaven Blue Devils. Ben Smith on the call for you all. First half, both teams offensively and defensively, just been a great all-around game for both sides. The Indians gave some effort, and so is Fairhaven. Both of these teams just striving it out as much as they can here. Carly Francis with a goal. Briar Rose, Aspen. I think it's Aspen. Who scored as we are tied at 2 apiece. Kat Cheesebro scored and Avery Smith scored. The only goals of the game so far for the Indians. Fairhaven already going on an attack bright and early. Along the near side. They're just going to play the passing game here as they move around. Here comes Fairhaven on the attack. Ooh, right in front. They're going to get her with the sticking penalty. It's going to be, I think it's going to be Avery Smith they're going to call it on, as it's going to be another opportunity for Briar Rose. Correction, that is number 23, Powers. Powers regains possession, but it's a pinball game between Sydney Hart and Carly Francis right in front, staying aggressive as much as she can. Sydney Hart, credit where credit is due, but you cannot stop Carly Francis. Moving away, and it's going to be a turnover. I think they're going to call. I'm going to call it on Powers there. They're taking it down the field here. Ganji. The drive for Ganji. Her shot, it's in. 3-2 Dartmouth. Lily Ganji. Just great attack down the middle. Finding an opening room right in front. Three to 2 Dartmouth. And they score a goal with the first minute and 55 seconds of this contest. Kat Cheesebro going down the field, giving it to Ganji. Now out to Cheesebro. Cheesebro moving around, throwing it away to Issa Rio. Oh, a turnover! Cheesebro snags it out of midair. What an interception. On our next pause, I want to see a replay of that, if we can. Just out of midair. That was insane. Oh! All right, that one goes out of bounds. Look at this. Just out of midair. Great timing on that. That looked like a Jack Jones interception pick 6 when he was with the Raiders a couple years ago. I think he's still with the Raiders, but he snagged it out of midair for a pick 6 against the Chargers. And the Raiders won that game with a 63-21 blowout. Sydney Hart trying to go in front, and Fairhaven going on the attack. They'll move around and reset. Out to Briar Rose. Back out to Francis. Francis. Just take your time and they'll reset. On a Florent. Her shot, it's good. Carly Francis, her second goal of the day. Look at this, moving around. She had all the time in the world to sidearm. Great shot. Carly Francis back out to Almeida. Ooh, offline pass over to Savannah Morris. Briar Rose, Aspen. It's Sydney Hart, one-on-one with number 14, Florent. Aspen. Oh. Fairhaven ball. Think about Meg De Silva, most aggressive player, defense player I've ever seen for this Indians team, even in soccer. Kat Cheesebro scoops it up. Here she goes down the field. And look at the wheels of Carly Francis. She loses it just a second away, but still remains in Dartmouth's favor. Kat will have it from the 20-yard line. She'll have 20 yards to take it a distance. Issa Rio from behind the net. Out to Powers. Smith. Oh, it's stolen away. As we take it down the field, Briar Rose trying to catch up to it. But Arden Dennehy right in front as it's touched last by her. Briar Rose, and it's going to be Dartmouth ball. Can't see anything with the fog in this area. It's the fog that's going towards the more of the south, the north side of the stadium. You can't even see it at all. Meg Da Silva just lets it roll. Here she goes down the field, Meg Da Silva. Dishes it to Cat Cheesebro. Cat will reset. Out to Ganji. Ganji moving around. It's out to Issa Rio. Avery Smith moving around. Does a little juke move there. Cat, her shot is good. Oh, no. I think they're going to call a penalty shot. That's the second time they've done that. They did it with Carly Francis earlier in the game. And then this one, another one robbed away. Her and Carrico. One-on-one. Oh, got some movement. Fall. Their shot deflected away and a save. Oh my Lord. What a save by Carrico. Now Fairhaven's on the attack. And that's Ferrero scooping it up. Just came off the bench. Ferrero pinned from behind by Meg Da Silva. Another aggressive play there from Meg Da Silva. Her shot, it's deflected away. It's scooping up by number 14, that's Anna Florent. Scooping it up. Oh. Driving in the paint, and now they're going to call a holding. And this is going to be a penalty shot. 53 seconds left remaining in the end, towards the end of the third. Almeida, her shot is good. And Fairhaven takes their first lead of the night. Not on time for Letty Nelson there. And it's 4-3 Fairhaven out in front. Dartmouth's got to play more aggressive on offense. Ooh, stolen away now. Final 30 seconds. Ooh, it's scooped up along. Carrico with the save, and it's deflected away, out in midair. But Fairhaven scoops it up. Cat Cheesebro, look at the wheels, turning on. Cat Cheesebro, trying to whack it away, but that will be the end of the third. The Indians down by 1 at the end of the third. We'll be right back after these messages. Do not go anywhere. All right, everybody, we are back here. Now it is 4-3. Saint Fairhaven over Dartmouth now. Ben Smith on the call with you guys today. And already a great game. More of a defensive and offensive game overall. Both sides keeping it equal each step of the way. You know, Carly Francis, great game for her so far. She has a goal. Meg Powers, goal. And Carly Francis has 2, and Bri Rose Aspen. I think it's Aspen, but all right. They move around. Francis has it behind the net and will reset. Now the fog has shifted to the other side of the field. I feel like every time when Fairhaven has possession, the fog comes on their goes on their side of the field. They'll move around. Her shot, it's through the net of, and it's through the net there, and a great goal scored by number 8, Savannah Morris. Letty Nelson, it goes through her net. Totally unaware of that. Oh, deflected. And the face-off deflected and scooped up in the air, won by Dartmouth. Ganji. And it's a turnover here. He goes down the field. Oh, Briar Rose. Turnover. Down the field is Cheesebro. Cheesebro, who took a shot there. And Fairhaven will take it over down the field on the attack. Right in front. Off the mark. This will be Fairhaven ball. Actually, Dartmouth ball now. Nope, Fairhaven ball. Never mind. And then, all right, we got a sticking call here. It's going to be Carly Francis. And a penalty shot here incoming. Her shot, it's scored. A hat trick there for Carly Francis. The Indians are up. And Nicole Seamus calls timeout here. And they want to just talk it over as they're down by 3 here. They're still a young group. I'm going to say both sides, young team, overall. They're having experiences. Still, they're still learning the team. The chemistry's still building, and this is like first couple games of the season. Not every game's going to be perfect from the start of the way. I mean, the Red Sox have a good roster so far this year, but like they're 1-3 so far to start off the year. Probably going to be 1-4 right now as they're losing by 4. But Rafael Devers only. He, he's probably going to need those torpedo bats that the New York Yankees have been using these past couple of games. But Rafael Devers, 3 strikeouts today. I mean, that DH role is not going to help a little bit, but like still, it's still a young team. Learning the team, learning the chemistry as much as you can. It's going to be hard from losing Grace Haskell, who is a D1 lacrosse player at Merrimack College. It's hard when you got to regroup under her leadership these past maybe 3-4 years. I'd say 3 years because she mainly played her sophomore year. She got a lot of attention more of her junior year, and then senior year she took the leader role. I mean, if Dartmouth had a Elite 8 run back in 2022 with Sorrel Lawton as the leader of the team, along with Ava Crane and Grace Haskell, with Caleb McGee as well. I'm just saying, if Sydney Pluff didn't decide to go to Bishop Stang but went to Dartmouth, Dartmouth would easily be a state championship team. And that's a very hot take to say. And never in my, I would never, I make hot takes here and there, but like, that's a pretty brutal hot take to spill out there. They had a great run. I was watching some of the games. I watched the playoff game against Burlington, where we won in overtime. My buddy goes to Burlington High. And after the game, he just a little bit bragging. It was just bragging rights at the end of the game. So, you had to give him the all afterwards. So, but otherwise, they're still a rebuilding team, regardless. And Seamus is such a young coach, 29 years old. Still very young for a coach. And she's done a phenomenal job under her leadership here at the helm here at Dartmouth High School. I know it's going to be hard here and there, but like, she's a very passionate coach. We even talk. She's the teacher of my sports officiating class I'm taking. Talk about lacrosse all the time, but she can tell like the emotions a little bit on the field, but keeps it at her composure. She's a very passionate coach overall. She's very passionate about her team. The Indians were the 17th seed last year, facing off against the 16th seed, so it was like the boys hockey team. But a whole different result. But they played against Grafton again. They played against Grafton, and then they lost. And the thing is, Avery Smith, after the loss the other day to Apponequet, she was telling her team, saying like, "Oh, we were at this point last year, and look what we did. We won every." After the Falmouth game was like the turning point of their season. They stayed with each other. The thing is, don't stay frustrated. If you're frustrated, your whole team morale goes down. Don't want to keep the morale down. Keep the wagon rolling, like I usually say. Just keep your composure as much as you can. It's just when your team the morale goes down if your team is frustrated. So don't be as frustrated as much. And especially for Seamus, it is a learning curve. She is a great coach too. Taking over midway through the 2022 season and led her team to the Elite Eight. How many of those coaches can say that, taking over halfway through her first season? Ganji stealing it away. And it'll be Kat Cheesebro on the attack here. Cheesebro down the field. Here she goes. Cheesebro, her shot off the mark. I thought that was in. Oh, that one will go out of bounds. And it will be Dartmouth ball as Layla Costa takes it out. Right in front, Ava Powers scores. Six to 4 with 3:27. It's not over yet. We're going to retry that. Replay that again. Catches it right out of midair. Had to go full on stick. Just did a dirty dancing scene to celebrate. I saw them practicing that during the pregame. That was just hilarious, though. 6 to 4, Fairhaven. Dartmouth trails by 2. 3:27 left. It's not over yet. We've seen miracles happen. But Dartmouth has to stay aggressive on offense, keep going on the attack, and hold Carly Francis as much to at least no goals towards the end, these final 3:27. Francis, on the other hand, was just a big player, I just said a second ago, who had possession. Loose ball. Can't have that happen if you're Fairhaven. You got to play the passing game if you're them. Oh, it's loose. It's scooped up in the zone, but it's going to be a penalty shot once again. They're going to call it on Arden Dennehy. And Francis is calling over Morris. Savannah Morris had a goal earlier in the game. Morris, her shot offline. And it goes off the mark. Scooped up by Hart. Here she goes down the field. They're just applying pressure. Now Ava Powers taking it down the field. Ava Powers on the ground. Now down the field, it's a 3-on-4. As they were in attacking formation, the clock whistles dead. We're going to get a timeout from, I think, Seamus calling a timeout here. All right. Nicole Seamus is like, let's go, girls. We got minute 52. You know what I would do if I were her? Apply more pressure on her. Get on a more. You know, if I were her too, I'd probably double team Carly Francis too. Best player on the field right now. Double team her as much as you can. And Francis, on the other hand, telling his team to keep the wagon rolling, keep them spaced. All right, Dartmouth breaks the huddle, however. Folks, coming up on DCTV, we're going to have more games along the way, but we have another game on Wednesday. I'll be back here for boys lacrosse. And it will be against Barnstable. That will be their first matchup in about 5 years for Dartmouth boys lacrosse. They lost the other day. They lost the other day, and they're 0-1 as well. They lost to Apponequet with I think the final score was 11-6 in that one. Dartmouth, however, will hit the road coming up as they are. Dartmouth will hit the road next as they will be playing against Barnstable at Barnstable High School, their first game in a couple years too. Fairhaven after this will play on Friday against Plymouth North at home. They're a good team too. Dartmouth played them as well. Oh, and a turnover. Not a good situation if you're Fairhaven. You don't want to give up any turnovers because this is ping pong balls throughout the way for Dartmouth. Avery Smith on the attack. She commits a penalty. Shot incoming. If you believe in miracles, this next minute 24 could be it for the Indians if they cash in here. The shot, it scores! Avery Smith. Now the Indians are trailing by 1 now. You know what I'm doing here for the Indians? On defense, if you lose this face-off, you apply pressure. You're going to probably hear Seamus scream in just a moment as Avery Smith and Briar Rose Aspen will do the face-off for the Indians. And the Indians don't win the face-off as it's knocked away. Now apply pressure as much as you can right now. You got a minute left. Minute 59. Now they're going to go attack. And there you go. Seamus is yelling now. Get the ball. Out of midair. She could attack there. She had clear room. Seamus. Oh! Knocked away. You got to scoop that up, though. If you're Dartmouth, the final 29 seconds. Seamus is screaming, get the ball, but 18 seconds, 17, 16 seconds. This doesn't look good for Dartmouth. They're going to apply more pressure, but I think this is it. Fairhaven is just burning the time in the world. Carly Francis. And Fairhaven wins on their first game of the season. Six to 5 the final. And what it has been a dramatic last 2 minutes of this contest. The Indians fall short. I think this overall, great game overall. Dartmouth's still just a young team. They got a young roster as well, but still they're gonna learn along the way. But 0-2 start, I know it's a little bit but the Indians are gonna bounce back soon. And they're such a young team that they're gonna still gain a little bit of more chemistry along the way, but they're gonna take it game by game. And very passionate team. They, I have a lot of faith now. Just watching that game, that ending of that game was great for. They attacked more at the end and try to stay stay in the game as much as they can, but came to the final minute of that game. Meanwhile, folks, tomorrow I just want to give you all a shout out in the town right now to go vote at our election for our town election tomorrow from 7 to 8. There'll be 9 locations around Dartmouth, including the town hall just on the right of me. We'll be having a voting live stream as well on DCTV. Go vote 7 to 8 tomorrow. DCTV will be live streaming the whole entire election results. Paul Santos and Mike Watson will be the host for the event. And we'll be back here on Wednesday for boys lacrosse against Barnstable. Wednesday at 4 p.m. I'll be on the call again for that. From our entire crew here, our director, John Silva, Dan Medeiros in the truck, our cameramen, Jess Gove and Todd Migliacci. I'm Ben Smith saying so long, everybody.